Now, hey guys, welcome back to the Infinite Adventures podcast. Now, before I start, I do want to give a quick shout out to a good friend of the show. Well, he hasn't appeared in this show, Infinite Adventures. He did show up in one of our episodes on our second podcast that we used to run called Infinite Canvas with me and John. And his name is Joseph Fisher. And the reason I want to give him a big shout out is because today we'll be using a song that he wrote called Lapis Lazuli. Again, he's such a great guy. He has given us permission to use these songs that he has written himself. And again, I want to give him a quick shout out because of it. If you're interested in the song you listen to today, which will be the song that is playing throughout the episode, you can go ahead and look him up on SoundCloud. I think that's his primary account where he shows off the different type of music he has, and you can find him in SoundCloud. Like I said, you can search a study in expression, which hopefully I get that right because I think I got that wrong last time to give him a shout out, which John corrected me during the intro. But yeah, you can find him on SoundCloud. Like I said, a study in expression. Great music. Again, if you enjoy the song that plays throughout the episode today, you can find music just like that and even better ones in his SoundCloud. Second thing, today's episode is going to be a short episode. We really had to get an episode recorded, and we just didn't have that much time to record a very long episode. So we ended up having to record a short one. But I will say, we were kind of happy with the episode that came out or what we recorded. And I think that if we made it any longer, it would have been too much. And I think where we ended was a perfect ending to this episode. So I hope you do enjoy. And don't worry, the next two episodes, we've pre-recorded a few episodes, and I can guarantee these next few episodes are going to be a little bit on the longer side. Especially this last episode I recorded went a little bit long, but we had so much fun recording it. And I can't wait until that episode goes up on our account. And third and final thing, before we get to the quick recap, and I'll make it a quick recap. Okay, I've been trying to figure out a way to get you guys, our fans, our listeners, to interact with the show a little bit more. And so I decided to give y'all that opportunity, basically. I created a separate Gmail account that me and John use for our personal accounts. And I opened that up because I want to give y'all a chance, like I said, to be able to affect the show or interact with the show. And I want y'all to help us out by giving us crit cards and fumble cards ideas. I do use the ones that I find online. I don't know if they're specifically made by Paizo, or if they're a third party company that makes them, but they're not that, okay, I wouldn't say fun. They're just not mind blowing in another sense. And I know some of y'all can come up with better crit ideas or better fumble ideas, and like I said, I really want to give y'all the opportunity to help us out or help affect the story that's being told in our games. And you can send us your ideas for critical fumble cards or critical hit cards. And you don't have to send one of each. You can send one if you want for crit hits and one for crit fumbles. If you want, you can send 10 for crit hits and 10 for crit fumbles. It doesn't matter. There's no restriction. And if you like, you can leave your name or maybe even your username if you don't want to have your name shout out. And we'll give you a shout out whenever that time comes. Like I said, I really want to make the listeners, you guys, more be able to interact with us and maybe even affect stories. And I thought the best way to do that was by, giving you the chance to critically kill one of the PCs if they were to ever fumble, or maybe help them defeat this amazing boss or difficult boss when they critically hit it. And like I said, something like that I can see being so much fun, and with y'all guys help, it can be so much fun. I don't even know if I even gave the email, but The email will be in the description. You can send it to, and the email is actually theinfiniteadventures@gmail.com. I couldn't get Infinite Adventures for some reason. I guess that it's taken by someone. So I got theinfiniteadventures@gmail.com. Any ideas you have for a critical fumble or a critical hit card, send it to that. We won't be using them for a couple of episodes because, like I did say, we did pre-record a few episodes, or we do pre-record a few episodes ahead of time, so they won't be used in the next few episodes. But I make sure that whenever we do start using them, I'll make sure to give a quick shout out at the beginning, telling you that, hey, we're using your critical fumbles or critical hit cards. And during the episode, if anyone were to critically fail or critically hit, we will also give you a shout out for whoever sent us that crit card or crit fumble. And like I said, if you don't want us to shout out your name, then you can leave a username if you want. And if you don't want us to shout out your last name, just don't add your last name and we will shout you out for your last name. But other than that, let's get to the really, really quick recap, because I want you to get into the show and don't want you to waste any more time if you have not already skipped through the intro. Last time on Strange Aeons, as the party continued forward through Fort Hellcourse, they encountered a dining room full of scums that waited for them to enter the door because they weren't that stealthy at unlocking the door. They tried like 60 times, and when they finally did, they were surprised that, oh, how did my stealth check not work? Well, maybe because it took you like 60 turns to do it. Exaggeration, but my point still goes through. And even though they were not successful in stealthily entering the room, they still ended up pretty much wiping the floor with the scums. And after the activation of a few traps here and there, Nestle got hit by a little bit of poison needles and fell unconscious. There they decided to take a rest, where they encountered this mysterious Soulsliver lady who has been disguising herself as the constable of the fort. There they fought off a few scums and the lady Soulsliver, but did not defeat them, because during the last few minutes of the fight, or few seconds of the fight, the Soulsliver lady managed to escape. After that, but during the battle, the party did take quite a bit of damage, and so they decided to hunker down in one of the barracks located near the entrance of the fort. John's bright idea of leaving a few traps here and there in the form of glass bottles at the doorstep quite didn't work. Well, during the middle of the night, the same Soulsliver lady entered the barracks that they were sleeping in. There, the Soulsliver lady gave John a choice: live by leaving or die by staying. Two choices that are going to be a little bit hard for him to make, especially since he's with two more people. What would they say about the choices? And also, what is with that weird dream Assad had? The creation of the Star Stellas. Where is that coming from? Some choices will be made, and hopefully they're not the wrong choices. So without any further ado, here is episode 37. Please enjoy. Hey guys, and welcome back to the Infinite Adventures podcast. How are you guys doing today?
I am doing good, and I have a little conspiracy theory going on, which I've already discussed about, but I think we can put that aside for a second.
Okay, teasing the audience, I like it.
Conspiracy.
I'm not bad. I'm finding John's little conspiracy theory completely ridiculous, but I'm not bad.
It's fine. I already don't. I don't think it's a valid theory anymore, but I still want to get it off my chest.
I don't remember his conspiracy theory.
Well, his conspiracy theories are always the same. This person's Itza, and then this
Oh, that
person's
one.
gonna turn on us. So, I mean, just throw a rock at one of those two. I'm pretty sure it was one of those.
Oh,
I
shit.
thought we
Oh.
were talking about his conspiracy theory about the sword.
Yeah, no, this is a different. Oh shit! I just realized I brought
I forgot
both these
about that
concerns
one.
up. So I'm mini theory really quick. I did think that either Kel or Winter are going to be horribly corrupted by a monster off screen, and we'll end up dealing with that later because it just feels right. I don't know. But the other one is that the other day I was researching on fate and destiny, and I happened to have come across something called the Red String of Destiny. And as I'm reading this, I'm just like, huh, okay, the color red is associated with destiny, just like the sword. And I did read more into it. It's a Chinese proverb about how people who are fated to meet each other are connected with an invisible red string. Upon further reading it, though, however, I think it's exclusively about marriage, so that's why I kind of thought that the theory didn't make much sense anymore after the fact, because too many people would have been connected, and I don't think that the Chinese are into the polyamorous style of marriage.
Don't know until you try.
Well, actually, I don't know about. I think they. I don't know.
I don't think the Chinese are. They don't seem to me like that kind of culture.
By the way, this is pretty off topic, but Haruhi Suzumiya is a terrifying little girl.
I'm sorry, who?
I'm sorry, what?
Just kind of a really off-topic statement of
yeah.
It's a particular character from an anime called The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, and she's
Are you watching anime right now
terrifying
while
person.
we're recording?
No,
You should.
I'm watching
wait, what?
YouTube things.
Oh god.
Specifically, I was watching Ship Happens.
Oh no.
I see chips.
Okay, so off topic. Let's get back on. So, yeah. So we are back again, back at this. What a wonderful ending we had last session. Yeah, remember how we ended last session, correct?
Yeah,
I
Anya's
believe.
still asleep, and we basically got told leave or die.
Yeah. I guess short story made long. I mean, no, wait, sorry, long story made short. Yes, yeah, we're basically asked again to leave. But also we did end with a particular role from Justin. He, during this conversation between this mysterious woman who as of right now I am gonna call Paget, or Soulsliver Paget, because I did say she kind of had the same features as the woman who answered the door, and the woman who answered the door announced herself as Constable Paget. So during this conversation between Assad and her, she did mention that Assad has killed Hershey. Well, she didn't say exactly Hershey. We can connect the dots. See, she said, I think like Nestle's master, Nestle's friend, and we all know that is Hershey. Blue, or specifically Justin, in row 20 kept making comments saying, I'm awake. I want to be awake. Can I be awake? Am I awake? So I guess I ended the session saying, okay, you know what? If you roll a 1d100. If you land on a certain percentage, I think I would either 51 and up is going to be one thing, and then 50 down is another. The only thing is I didn't tell you which one is the you are awake and which one you are asleep. If I remember correctly, you rolled a 72?
70 on the dot.
A 70? Okay. And then I went ahead and sent Dawn, who was a third-party member here, because he was not, no reason for him to lie. I told him what results would be, would be that you are awake during this last few minutes of this conversation. Okay, but before we answer that question, I want to jump into Nestle's head. So, this is a few minutes into this whole conversation that's happening. Or it could be towards the middle of this conversation or a little bit after. Before. And Blue, you, unlike Assad, are having a wonderful dream. You are back at the academy where you studied with Hershey. And you're actually dreaming this the moment that you had the flashback when you got your rapier, or Hershey's rapier, back at the pier. And it's you sitting outside on a bench, and Hershey's out in the courtyard, and he's showing you this new technique he has mastered. And that is basically using the ability of the sword. And he is dancing around with the sword. Or his movements are so graceful, it's like he's dancing. And he's showing you, like, look, this is what the sword allows me to do now. And basically he's showing you how he can repose and repair, basically. Again, you are amazed. You've never seen him have this much skill with the rapier before. And you are amazed. And he goes over and he has the same conversation. It's the exact same, what you're dreaming is exact same thing you saw in your vision. He tells you how much he appreciates you, how much he loves you, how you're the closest thing to a son he's ever had. And that one day that he wants to leave this whole academy to you. Because he feels like it's about time for him to retire. Right? He won't leave your side. He won't just pick up everything and just move to a different city. No, he's going to stay with you at the academy. He'll be there to continue mentoring you. But he feels like he's done with taking these jobs, that he doesn't feel like he's needed anymore. That have completely mastered everything he can teach you. You can be the one in charge now. And he's telling you this, but it doesn't end the same way. Okay? And in your dream, he does walk out of the courtyard. You don't see the vision that you saw the first time, where you saw Assad's fist go through his chest. No, this ends happily. It's one of the best dreams you've had in many, many, many weeks. Emphasizing on the manys. And it's great. But you start to hear voices in this dream. And one of them sounds very familiar. And it sounds like Assad's voice. And in your dream, it sounds like it's coming from every direction. But you also hear a woman's voice. And that's when you start realizing you have that situation, like, I don't know if you ever had it in real life or any of you guys, like, you start hearing the outside world in your dream. And then in your dream, you realize, oh, I'm dreaming, this is not real. It's like, I don't know if you ever had that situation, but that's what you're going through. It's like, oh, this is outside, this is real world. And you start to slowly come out of your sleep. Like I said, you rolled to see if you wake up during the conversation or at the end of this conversation. And you rolled a 70. So I sent Don the note on what he had to roll to wake up. And I don't know what actually Justin wants. Like I said, I told Don what results would cause the outcome. Don, would you like to share with the audience what I said?
Hi, he is awake.
Oh.
Therefore, towards the last bit of your dream, you wake up. And the last few sentences you hear are this mysterious woman who we've decided to call Soulsliver Paget tell Assad, how long will Nestle trust you if he finds out that you've killed his friend? And also explaining how all y'all have to do is just leave. Leave and y'all will live. There's no need for y'all to be here. And then you hear the sound of warping, I guess, like as she's basically sucked into a mirror. But as of right now, you are laying on your side, I'm guessing, but you are fully awake when you hear these last few moments in the conversation. And Assad, this is the end of your resting period, your watch period. So, what do you do?
Have I had a long rest?
Well, no, you've had about 4-hour rest. I think because Anya took the first shift, and so you were taking the second shift. So, and you're at the end of your shift.
All right, I'm already out of my health, but I'll just wait until. Do you want to take my health back down, or just leave it as it is?
No, I mean you're good. Just don't add it when you do the full rest.
Or I might kill Nestle, but whatever. I don't know what's gonna happen. Today's gonna be a wild ride, and I'm a little bit afraid to ask and see what's going on. And
I'm kind of
honestly,
curious as to if Anya's going to have to threaten you guys with death to get you to work together.
Look, here's the thing. Going into today's episode, I was thinking it more as an audience member because of course I listen to my own fucking podcast, and I was just like, man, oh man, what are Assad and Nestle gonna do? And then I realized, fuck, I'm Assad. All right. Honestly, if it's just the end of his watch, I would have to wake up Nestle for the next watch, wouldn't I?
Yes. And Nestle, are you pretending to still be asleep, or are you making it known that you are awake?
I am pretending to be asleep.
Okay.
I think that his eyes are red at this point because he's contemplating the two options that he's really got. Because he even though he said all that stuff about destiny and stuff, he really, really wants to go back home. So he feels a bit conflicted, and so he's going to walk around and he's going to pat Nestle on the shoulder and just hey, your shift's up next.
All right. I open my eyes, and can I do a insight check?
Sense motive?
Yeah, sense motive.
Okay, go for it. Anything particular you're trying to investigate?
Is he trying to say anything? Is anything bothering his mind?
Okay, I see what you're trying to do.
Yeah, okay, let's see. What was it? Sense motive?
Mm-hmm.
Where's that?
Assad, second question, are you trying to hide it?
No.
Then you see that he's contemplating something. Which you pretty much kind of have the understanding of, because you did hear that last bit of conversation that him and Soulsliver Paget had.
Hey, Assad.
Oh, what is it, bud?
Hey, something on your mind?
I mean, I don't know, Nestle. I don't know if me being around here is such a good idea anymore, honestly. I think I've mentioned wanting to leave countless times before, but that option is starting to sound really good right now.
Leave? What for?
Well, I have a home, I have people waiting back for me at home, and honestly, whatever's going on here, it probably would be best because we're talking about, apocalypse level stuff here, Blue, and even if what we're doing doesn't succeed, they'll die anyways, but I don't know, I just think that maybe it would be best for me to spend any last amount of time with them. But also the problem with that is the fact that if I leave, we might all die anyways. Because I don't want to put that burden on somebody else. We've already made it this far, and I feel like I need to be here to stop whatever this is, and I just don't know what to do anymore, honestly.
Hey, buddy, just take one step at a time, you know? You don't have to rush it. You don't have to think too hard about it. Sometimes, you just gotta do what you have to do. And sometimes it means keeping true to who you are, you know? Providing an example for your children. Because when you come back, maybe you'll have a story to tell for him. Or her.
Them? Yeah, no, I talked to Kel. I found out it's 2 girls and a boy, so...
Well.
Out of character, the boy would probably really like the story we've been building.
To be fair, because
definitely
I know,
not.
to be fair, since I know the characters, I definitely know that the oldest daughter would also. Nestle, I don't know if there's anybody that you're looking out for, anything, but I just don't want to burden them with my death either. That's the thing that's really scaring me.
Can you repeat that? Burn with what?
Burdened with my death. I don't want them to think that I ran away and abandoned them when from what I can muster, I must have come here because of other reasons. Or maybe I did run away. I don't know. I don't want them to suffer for what I am doing now, is what I want to say. And then he kind of like starts to move over to the other bed and just like sit down. But I don't know. Man, you know, I've noticed I'm very I'm very selfish, honestly.
No, it's understandable. You wouldn't want to go home to their family.
Blue, is there anybody that you remember at all from any of your flashbacks, your memories? Anyone at all, like a father or...
Yeah, I had a father, kind of. He took care of me. He was kind of there when I needed him.
He's kind of like shaking because he realizes you might be talking about Hershey.
But you know, it's not about what it's about what's going on. Taught me pretty much to find out the truth in the matter.
An investigator.
Yeah.
No, I get you. A little bit of a truth seeker, I see. I don't... And he kind of like is hesitating. He realizes that he wants to tell Nestle. He really does want to tell him, but...
At the same time, he's scared too.
He is, but he knows that he's going to find out in the next morning, so he wants to do some damage control now. Nestle,
What's wrong?
I have to tell you, I don't want to believe that I did this of my own volition. I really don't. And I really don't think I did this of my own accord. This is something that was... I can't prove it, but I feel like this is something that I was forced to do. It's a damn book or something, I don't know. But, I had a dream, and I know it wasn't a dream, but, he doesn't want to tell Nestle that the lady came in here. That the lady that we had fought was speaking to me, and she had told me that I had done something horrible. And I do want to reiterate, I don't remember doing this, and I feel intense remorse, and I honestly don't believe that I did this. Something compelled me to do this. But Nestle, I feel like it's a possibility that I might have killed him. I don't think I learned his name. Your father?
Close his eyes so he can think a little bit. And then he sighs a bit. And he opens his eyes.
To be fair, out of character, this would make a lot more sense why that ghost was saying murderer.
That is 100% true. Which is why Assad thinks he actually did it.
Assad, after thinking about it for a while, we've seen a lot of strange stuff happen around here. Hell, we haven't known apparently 3 years of our lives. We were stuck in that asylum. And then up comes a book that can control things, control people and their minds. I don't know what's going on right now. But if you'd like, stay and help me find the cause of this.
And he kind of like looks up at you as he says that, as you say that, and he's just, you can see he's tearing up, and he's just like, you're taking this rather well.
I've been thinking about it for a very long time.
Wait, how long have you known then?
I was thinking about it since the old church.
I thought you had the memory before that.
Well, I mean, what?
That was not the
No, that wasn't in character. No, but he had the memory of it when we got our stuff at the cache, though, didn't we?
That was after. Because
Yeah,
I had gone to the church first.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I realized that might have been obvious, but yeah, he puts his arm out like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger Predator movie style. Puts his arm out, and he's just like, kind of, puts it out midair, kind of half expecting you to grab it.
Nestle gets off the bed because he's been on the bed the entire time. And then he grabs onto Assad's arm,
He's kneeling.
like
he's
like
letting
one of
you-
those shit handshakes, but like not through an actual firm handshake, but like one through the
No, yeah,
the
you
wrist.
grab like each other's wrist or something like that.
yeah, like that.
I get
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I'm just like, and then he's just like, so we have an agreement then.
Yeah, definitely do. Oh my god. Okay, so, this kind of just comes to spur of the moment. He's like, I think this can play out to our advantage, though. This immediate situation, actually. I'll tell you about it in the morning. I think we can work something out.
Well, all right then. Nice night.
And then, he goes off to bed, and he, like, looks at Nestle, and he goes, good night, friend.
Good night.
And like that, I recover my health, and I now have 69 health points.
And then Nestle lets your head off. I'm just kidding.
Oh, of course you would do that.
No, I was just joking.
I mean, you could.
I could, but I'm not going to. It was a joke.
I have rewarded y'all accordingly.
Hell yeah. I got a
Um,
David point.
So then, so Nestle's shift comes, and a few hours in, so yeah, you've heard the news of what Assad feels like he truly did. I'm just asking Justin here, at any moment, do you feel like Nestle just sees Red Destiny right there? Assad is just laying there helplessly.
Well, Nestle doesn't feel that because Nestle gave his word already.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Just
you
me.
act more like a chaotic neutral than a chaotic good.
Wait,
I
is
mean,
Nestle
It's more like
chaotic
just
neutral?
neutral.
Yeah, I'm neutral good.
I was about to say, I didn't know you were chaotic.
Not.
You have your little obsessions, but like those, I don't think that warrants a chaotic, honestly.
Also, he doesn't really feel like it. It'd be more effort to explain to Anya, to be honest, but
That's-
let's not be honest.
Okay, literally all you would have to do is tell Anya that it was probably the mirror lady.
Well,
And
no,
I'll
you could have
totally
just done it
believe
and
that.
laughed.
That
Yeah,
too.
I could. That's true.
Definitely definitely neutral, because a chaotic person would have done something. A neutral person's like, well, it's
I
too
mean,
much
come on,
effort.
at least draw on his face.
I mean, no, this is something different. Maybe Nesso, when he had, in his quote-unquote past life or memory life, he was more of a chaotic, there was more, chaos in his life. But this, basically you guys are, at least speaking for Assad and Nesso, are kind of new people with trying to make new memories. So it can be that Nestle is now, with the help of Assad, is going more into just a true neutral character, or even like a neutral good character.
Well, the thing is that also he probably doesn't know it himself, right? But since he learned it from Hershey, right? He learned from Hershey like how to be a better person. So Nestle's also thinking about Assad's family and stuff. How like if he killed him now, then at any time, then Assad's family would probably miss him.
I like how you had to rephrase that.
Yeah, sorry.
If I kill him now, I mean, ever.
Sorry, I'm a very chaotic person, but it's hard to play.
No, I get you, and like I said again, you're basically playing you're playing Nestle, but you're not playing the Nestle that you've thought of, because again, you've lost a lot of your memories, and like my favorite thing, and in Doctor Who, they had I think like Peter Capaldi's last episode, they have a thing where they says like, what are people then other than their memories, and it's like, and that whole little arc really got to me. It's like yeah, our memories is what makes us who we are, and so you are creating new memories, trying to at least figure out your old ones, but you're basically starting anew in a sense. You still do know, you still know a lot of your past. I didn't say I wiped everything out. It's like a lot of important memories have been taken away from you, but you know you have a family that lives underground. You probably don't know their name specifically, or they're fuzzy to you, but you know you have a family. You know you went to an academy, all that stuff, but a lot of those important moments, the moments that make you who you are, have been taken away from all of y'all. Or at least you two plus Karagor when he was here. And it's usually those important moments that make you who you are.
Speaking of Karagor, if he were still with the party, I'm fairly certain that by now he would have figured out his original plan by way of using that book. And you guys would have been sacrificed this past night.
Hey, I'm really, really glad that we got rid of Karagor.
But it's again, like I said, you're kind of playing somewhat of a new character in an old body. So it completely understands that if you feel like your character would shift alignments a bit, then that's totally valid.
Hey, David.
Yeah.
I don't want to undercut your eloquently made but example from Doctor Who. But this also reminds me of a good old character from Unforgotten Realms, a comedy animated YouTube series made by Rob Moran, in which in the first couple of episodes they introduced an axe, a talking axe. He didn't talk at first, but whatever. His name was Jock, and Jock was French, and he was very annoying. What alignment would you say he has? Like a chaotic neutral kind of alignment? He's a chaotic jackass is what he is.
Mm-hmm.
And so he would still help out the team, but he was still kind of a dick. Turns out a couple of seasons later, when they go back in time, it turns out that Jock was actually a shape-shifting creature known as a believer, which can become anything they want as long as they believe in it. And he was an assassin trying to kill the main characters, but at this time, the main characters, Schmoopy and Alumus, were learning how to do different spells. And one of the spells they learned was a memory erasure spell. And so then Jock is boasting about how he can turn into anything. And the moment he's like starts shape-shifting into different things, turns into an axe, blasts him with the memory spell so he doesn't know he's a dragon. And he's stuck as an axe forever. And it's just a perfect moment to show you that someone who's just pure evil can become a chaotic jackass later in life. And they just don't remember who they are.
I think I'm just going to edit your part out and just leave mine, because mine was more emotional. You just totally brought the tone down.
I just wanted
But
to let you guys know that once me and David discussed it, it turned out that you guys were the final key to Karagor becoming a lich.
Oh, I'm really glad that we got rid of Karagor a long time ago then.
Wait, how are we the...
Because with the loss of his memories, he lost what he wanted most in the world. And you have to sacrifice what you care about most in the world in order to become a lich.
Oh my fucking god. It's like fucking Thanos with Gamora. No! No!
No, memory, no.
okay, so
Alright.
the sun, the moon sets, and the sun begins. Oh wait, the moon never sets.
What?
The moon sets in Galarian. The moon sets, and the sun rises, and you hear a rooster out in the distance, proclaiming morning has come. And
Morning has come!
Oh,
Morning has come! Hear ye, hear ye! Morning has come!
Hear ye, we're all gonna die.
I knew as that sentence was coming out of my mouth, they were gonna try to twist it some way. I thought you were just gonna make rooster sounds, but this is better. Oh my god, this is the kind of shit I wish I could give y'all curses for.
You realize that as the DM, you can give us curses at any point, right?
So like I said, morning has arrived. Y'all each have taken a good amount of rest, and all of y'all wake up. And Assad, you wake up with your head attached to your body.
Hell yeah, like every other morning.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a sense motive to see if Anya can sense the tension between those two.
Nope.
Thing is, there would be obvious tension. Is she going to mistake it for sexual tension is the thing?
No.
There is no tension
Oh, okay.
whatsoever.
Okay.
Unless they want it to be tension. But
So unless they
think-
RP it.
Permanently stuck at 69 health points, though, I think I'm full of sexual tension. No.
Oh my.
okay, all of y'all have added your HP for resting.
Absolutely.
And I'm
Okay.
drinking a potion of cure light.
Oh, nice.
I'm making my potion.
Um,
I'm making my
I don't-
potions during my rest, by
I
the
do
way.
want to point out that I do want to ask Nestle a quick question when the morning starts, just in case you have somebody ambushing us.
It was Nestle. Oh, wait, what?
She is
Nestle
also
set up an
going-
ambush attack outside.
She
Oh,
is also
shit,
going
I'll-
to hand a cure moderate to Assad
Cool.
and 2 cure light to Nestle,
Okay.
along with handing a true strike to Assad. Here, this will make it easier for you to hit people.
I like this. That's a plus 20 to my next attack when I use it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. David, did you have anything planned for the morning before I ask Nestle any questions?
Nope. I have nothing planned for this game. I'm just going out of whim.
Okay.
No, you're free.
Um,
Again, I don't mind losing control for a minute.
Alright, give me a sec. I need to...
No, wait, give me a minute. Let me bring up my Switch and play some Smash really quick.
Alright,
Hey,
so, are we just gonna continue trying to find that, Inquisitor lady?
I say yes. We're gonna go do that. But also, I have to tell you guys something really quick. Nestle, I already talked to you a little bit about what was going on. So I had a dream last night. Not the apocalypse dream, but not apocalypse, but not the flesh tower dream.
Oh, that
but-
was a really weird dream.
Yeah, no, this one was a little bit different. I was visited by that lady who we fought earlier today, or yesterday. And
In the dream,
he is very adamantly said so that it was a dream. Because I mean, whether or not it was a dream or not really doesn't matter. So he might as well lie.
Well, no, because if it's in your
And-
dream, it's just they can just say that's your subconscious telling you this. If it's a real one, then you have more
hear me out on this.
more truth to
Here,
that
hold on.
to those statements.
Yeah, hear me out on this. Now, I know what you might be thinking about the dream that I'm going to be saying, and it sounds going to be kind of weird. That you might say, "Oh, it's just a regular dream," but it's one of those. And I look at Nestle. One of those dreams that feels really real. You know the ones.
No.
Now I got my way around saying it.
I'm like, mm-hmm.
What I'm
Why
just
is Nestle-
automatically with is no, not really.
I was talking to Nestle, but look, me and Nestle, we've experienced these kinds of dreams. So the lady that we fought, she appeared and she made me an offer. Told me that I could go home to my family, or I could stay here and die. Now, here's what I think would work. Here, in the dream, also, she said that I had until morning to give her an answer. So I feel like she's gonna be stopping by sometime today, trying to ambush us. My proposition is,
Anya automatically walks to any mirror in the room and smashes it.
There's only
my
one. It was at the
proposition
door.
here is,
It's smashed now.
I know that it would be weird to retcon it, but I feel like that thing should have been destroyed as soon as she went in. Anyways, and here's what I'm thinking. She might be stopping by sometime later today to try to basically ask me up on my offer, and she'll probably bring some scum in to try to take out the two of y'all. But if I say that I'm gonna go, it might catch her off guard, so we can probably sneak attack her, I want to say. I don't know if that sounds like a plausible idea to the two of y'all.
I don't know. You don't seem like a very good liar, honestly, Assad.
Oh, thank
I
you.
go over to Anya and I whisper, "He isn't," very loudly.
What'd you say? Oh, he isn't.
Anya giggles.
Oh, very funny. I'm just saying, like, if she's gonna come by, like, if she's gonna want to find out what her offer is, how I'm gonna pop up on the offer, I feel like catching her off guard might be the best situation there. And if you two are smart, if y'all could just use your brains and pretend to be surprised, then, that might help out.
Ah.
Exactly. I don't like that. We can probably do that a little bit better. But we don't really have time to practice, so...
I can't say that I'm a very good liar either.
It's fine. Just don't say anything. Lies of omission are also lies, I guess.
Okay, so just keep throwing bombs at her. Got it.
No. When she has her guard down, yes. I pick up the bottles. That's what I'm doing this morning.
Oh, Anya's picking them up too, because they're hers.
Well, I put them up, so...
Alright, hold on. I can make the tattoo potion now. Yeah, so... I'm gonna...
What the fuck?
I'm a...
Tattoo potions, shield potions. What's next?
What does the tattoo potion do exactly?
I can
Basically
make it
turns a potion into a tattoo.
permanently.
That you can use as a swift
yeah.
action.
Until it... I mean, once I use it, the tattoo, it's gone, but...
Okay.
But it turns up... Like, if I can pretty much make it it's permanently on me until I use it, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like
Temporary
to tell us
tattoos?
what spell you're doing, or do you want to keep that a surprise?
Well, I'm drinking the potion. I drink the tattoo potion,
It's a
and then
little
I
hard,
drink
it's so small.
and then I drink the cure moderate.
So you're turning Cure Moderate into a tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh, my dumbass didn't know how this worked.
I thought you drank the potion, and then you choose what spell you wanted. That's cool.
It's more of you put the potion into the ink of a tattoo normally.
Yeah.
But in the case of extracts, it more of just takes the potion and forms a tattoo.
Yeah, I put it on my right wrist. I mean, right. What is that called?
Palm?
The other side.
Forearm.
The
Sure,
other
we'll
side
say
of your
that.
palm? No, well, hold on. The other side of your palm is the
You mean
back,
the back
of your hand.
Yeah, back of my hand. There you go.
Well, I thought there was more like a specific term for it.
There probably
Other than-
is.
Back of the hand. Okay. By the way, that the tattoo forms, and it's a little plus sign, like the medical plus sign on there. That's what you got. And
It's called
potion.
it's called the palmar side.
No, that's the
Wait, no,
the
that's
side
the
with
front
the palm.
step.
That's
That's
the
front
dorsal
palm.
side.
Dorsal side. Okay, I found it. I didn't read all of it. That's why.
So you're saying that that Nestle has a caduceus on the back of his hand?
You damn well know I don't know what that is.
It's the winged staff with the snakes circling it.
Mine was more like, you know, there's some in video games they have med kits, but they have like little plus signs on them.
Oh,
That's what I was
gotcha.
thinking, but I'm okay using that.
I actually zoned out when you said your thing, and I thought you were talking about caduceus. Caduceus.
I'm done with that. Yeah, you have one of those on your hands.
Great.
It's a picture of a staff with two snakes making out.
I thought they were facing the other way.
I thought they were facing each other. La, 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 la.
Oh,
Actually, I
God.
want to make.
Is this gonna
They're
be
facing
part
each
of
other.
your
Oh no, they're
the
booping
audio
actually.
thing?
It's more like a doot doot.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, it's so up to y'all, whatever y'all want to do.
All right, I'm like. So
You guys are the drivers. I am the,
Engine?
I guess.
You are the car.
You guys are the driver. I'm the landscape. So wherever you
No, you're the
drive,
car.
I tell. Well, no, I'm the landscape because I'm the one that changes things around.
The Pathfinder adventure paths are the landscape because they're already there. All right. I am going to vote on this. My petition for this. So, have we been upstairs yet?
Nope.
I think that we should find somewhere that can give us any information on Omir. Maybe they have her locked up somewhere. Maybe they've killed her. I hope it's not that. But, I mean, we haven't looked upstairs yet. So.
All
Well,
right.
and upstairs is where Silver Lady came from.
I thought she came from another dimension.
All right.
Well,
So
when she came to attack us earlier.
we're breaking every mirror in this place, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Indiscriminately.
I'm gonna,
Here, Assad,
jokes on
use my
y'all.
mace.
All the second floor is made of mirrors.
Oh, fuck. I knew you shouldn't have watched Far From Home before coming in here.
Man, I didn't know that we would go to a mirror house.
Alright, so I'm gonna start going upstairs unless anybody's gonna stop me then.
Die.
Nope, do not invoke Death's name.
You know, what'd be
Will
really
I look
funny.
like Assad?
Wait, hold on. I'm like, what if I disguise myself as her? That'd be pretty funny.
Ooh.
Okay, well, whatever. Let's go.
As you get to the top of the staircase, you do reach a door. The door is locked.
Huh. Hey, let's go the other way.
The door is locked. We can unlock the door.
Oh my god. Fine.
Rolling. 12.
Rolling.
That is a no on the 12.
Oh, let's see if that hairpin dies.
Don't worry, I got these forks.
The fuck?
Does my hairpin break?
I don't know which roll.
45.
Yes.
Okay. I swear, I'm going through more hairpins doing this than I am losing them. Your turn, Nestle.
Alright. Take out one of my forks, and I'm just like, haha, fork. I'm gonna
that's
fork
kind of
this.
forked up.
I'm gonna fork this place up. Alright, so here we go. 16.
That is a nope.
Alright.
Now, let's go to a different door.
I take out my punching dagger.
Alright, doesn't break.
Does an 18 do it?
You're just hitting the door now.
No. I said I have a punching dagger, and I'm going to jam it into the thing.
18, no.
Ah, fuck.
Alright, let's find us a different way.
You wanna go to that door that we saw earlier?
Yeah, I'm like walking back. We shouldn't have sold those crowbars, guys.
What oh.
Oh, Anya is now going to check the, various chests that were in these two rooms.
Yeah, I already did.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'm going to go and see what's in this room.
Hey, do I have
Other
to
than
roll
a staircase.
Yeah, other than the staircase.
Wait, shit, I lost ya. Where were ya?
We're in the other room.
We're over
Okay,
by
I'm
where we
sorry.
were first attacked.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Look for the dead scum.
Look to see what's around.
okay, I gotcha.
I got a 28 on my perception. Nestle got a 20.
Oh, we were moved.
Yep, moving your back.
You always do this shit to us.
Well, I move so fast. That don't give me a minute. Nestle. As
Yeah.
soon as you open the door, you see Soulsliver Paget sitting at the bench. And she waves hello to you.
I blink my eyes. And then I try to walk back, but then I bump into Anya, so I'm just like,
Anya peeks around the door.
And you see Soulsliver Paget there. And she waves hi to you too.
Blink. Blink. Back around. Wait, what?
She gestures to us like, oh no, please, come out.
sense motive.
He's gonna fucking kill you.
I got a 12.
I got an 8.
Jesus Christ.
Everything is
I
fine.
think she wants to have breakfast with us.
It's for breakfast.
Not that serious, no, but you don't feel like she has any ill intent with her manner of speaking and the way she said it. It's like, oh no, please, come out. Here. And she has 2 short swords and she just lays them on the side of her, and she puts her arm on, she crosses her arms, and she's just leaning back. You do see that she does have a mirror, sitting right on the floor where she's standing. She has one of her foots on it. And she says, please, I've been waiting here for a few minutes. I think one of you know why. So please, come out.
I stare at Assad and know why.
I just kind of get to about here. So, you mentioned bringing a god into the primaterial plane.
I don't think Assad told you that.
No, she mentioned this before she ran away from us. Didn't
That's
she?
when she was. No,
No,
that's when she was talking to
me.
Assad.
Oh. Well,
And
plus
I
Anya has
didn't-
no idea what she is, so.
That's true.
No, they told you she's a Soulsliver.
So, I have a bit of a weird question for you. Why are you in our plane?
That question needs no answering.
I'm just curious.
Well, you know the old saying about curiosity.
And you know the last half of the saying about satisfaction.
And she doesn't have a face, but she kind of
She's
like
glaring at me.
not glaring, but she gives you like you will sense like a smirk or something. She says, plus that information isn't useful. You don't need it, especially if a choice has been made, and I'm really excited about this choice. So, and she points out to the doors, arms out. It's like, and I hope the right choice has been made.
Anya kind of looks at the other two. Okay, what the hell's she talking about?
I don't really want to look. I have been thinking about this, and I realized that I took a 5-foot step forward,
Okay.
kind of eyeing the door, and I have made a decision, and I want to do what I believe is right and what I think is best. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose to and I'm going to take another 5-foot step, and it is in threatening territory. I understand that, so
Okay.
I
Roll
don't
a
know
sense
if I have to-
motive.
Wait, I'm just like, how dare you? And I shove Assad.
Wait,
shove me.
I shove Assad.
wait. I want Assad
Oh, okay.
to
okay.
resolve this really quick.
Okay. Sense motive. 14?
No, you do a bluff.
Oh, bluff. Me bluff. 1. Jesus Christ.
Okay. She uncrosses her arms and reaches for her short sword, but she's still standing. But she does have them on her hands.
Did
And
she
like,
fall for Anya's bluff of being confused?
I'm gonna say yes, because she's not 100% paying attention to you. So, okay. So you say that, and you take a 5-foot step up, and again she grabs, or she reaches for her short swords, 2 in her hand, and she sits up a bit more straight and goes, Assad, please, I can hear you from where you're at. You don't have to come up any closer. And then she yells something out in a weird language, and the doors open up. Both that are next to Anya and Nestle, the one that's from the courtyard, and the one across from here. And you see Scums appear.
Well, Anya's gonna go ahead and drink that, Fox's Cunning.
Okay, if you take any action, she will retaliate. I will tell you right now. So if you want to drink that potion, then she will retaliate. Right now,
Okay,
she's not giving you any sign that she's going to retaliate.
In that case, Anya's automatically going to be on the defensive and have her hand in her bag.
Okay.
With a close eye on the Scum.
And, I mean, she sees you do this, and she goes, like, no, please, don't worry. Everything is going to be okay. And she turns to somewhat look at Assad and goes, right, Assad? Everything's going to be okay.
Yeah,
I'm doing a sense motive. 14.
I mean, you truly do believe she's being honest with you. You don't feel she's trying to be tricksy or anything like that. She is being as straightforward as one can be.
Alright. I'm just like, Sod, how could you?
What do you mean? How could I what?
Make a deal with her?
No, it's just... Look, she told me that I could go back home, and, I mean, it's honestly everything that I want, you know, Nestle? And I'm sorry if I have to leave you guys behind for this. I know that you guys are in a terrible conflict at the moment, but, like, I have to do this. I don't know if we can add
that would be another bluff check.
Okay. I'll get a good one of these days. That's an 8. Wow, okay.
Okay. I'll let Anya and Blue aid. So y'all can roll bluff checks as well. And if you get, I think... Oh, God, what is it? If you get high enough roll, you can add +2 to that roll.
Oh.
As for actions that are going to be done to enhance said bluff check, Anya's basically, you little fucker.
How could you?
Is starting to pull something out of her bag. Her eyes are directly on Assad as she does this. 17.
Nice.
Okay, so that's +2 to the bluff.
That's a 10 so far.
I am pushing Assad's leg. I'm just like, how could you do this to us, huh? How could you let down all of us? Alright, let me make that bluff check.
Oh, it's 17 with what, a 0 charisma? Holy shit! I love you guys.
So that's another +2. That's 12. Okay. She turns to Anya and tells her, "Sweetie, put that explosive down."
It's not explosive that she's pulling out.
I think you said you're putting out a bomb.
No, she said she had her hand in
she's pulling something out. What it is hasn't been said yet.
Okay. Well, then she tells you to put your hand out of your bag. You know you're not going to use whatever you are going to pull out against Assad. And,
Damn it, I thought I had it that time. I told you I'm horrible at lying.
And she goes like, I am enjoying this this whole acting show you're putting on for me, but I am a little bit confused. Because if you're going through all this trouble of doing so, I'm guessing you're choosing to make the wrong choice.
It's a matter of perspective, really.
Well, in my perspective, it's the wrong choice.
Fair enough.
Assad, I really want you to think this through. And I'm not just giving you the opportunity. It's just you're the one I saw when I came and visited you. But look, I give this to all three of y'all. There's the door. And again, she gestures out, and you see the sun is finally past the horizon, and it is a beautiful day outside. And she goes like, out there awaits your future. Assad, your family. Blue, your whatever you have.
Uh-huh.
Anya, I don't know you, but I'm pretty sure there's something out there for you. Why die in a disgusting, gloomy place like this when you can live so many days out there? And she looks at Assad. Right? So many days? Unlike other people who have not lived those days. And she looks again at Assad. Right? Those people whose lives were cut short due to irresponsible actions. But I'm sorry. I'm losing my train of thought here. But I am waiting for your answer. And you know what? I don't want to hear anything else out of you other than an answer. And she finally steps up. So Assad? Nestle? Anya? Are we making the right choice?
I look at Nestle and Anya.
Anya's just kind of, I'm ready when you guys are. But not out loud.
Okay. I look at Blue and I
Not
nod
ready.
my head.
You know what? Fine. I got to this place.
And I just follow Blue.
Anya, are you coming? I slap Assad.
Okay, by the way, I'm waiting on you guys.
Yeah,
to
I'm
freaking
waiting
be
on
throwing
Assad
bombs.
to freaking start
Well,
going
I'm
on her.
Sorry. Y'all can't just walk around my character? Like, I know my character's standing there, but like, I think we're under
I walked around him.
Look,
We were
I
trying to
think
block him from going
We
away.
can operate under the assumption that when we're not in dire danger, like this is dangerous, yes, but like when we walk around each other, maneuver around each other, and we're not in initiative, I feel like we can just walk around each other no problem.
It'd be what, sleight of hand for me to drink something surreptitiously once I'm outside of the door?
Yep.
Well, that ain't working.
She sees you drink it. I'll just roll for fun. Yep, she sees you drink it.
Hey David, I'm not green anymore, by the way,
Why aren't you green?
because that turtle power wears off at the beginning of the day, or 24 hours after I activate. I don't know how that works.
Wait, you were green for a reason? I forgot. Oh.
See, the funny thing is, it was actually something that isn't normally a battle thing.
Okay, dope.
So if she can, like, try to identify it, it's just a vial of Fox's cunning.
Well, no, the point is she saw you drink something. She knows you're an alchemist or you have alchemical substances, so for all she knows, you drank a mutagen or
Hey,
something.
is that juice?
Oh, okay, David, a mutagen automatically produces very visible effects.
Yes, but again, you don't know what she knows about alchemists.
True. But she saw me under the effects of mutagen the day before.
Hey Donovan, if adventurers are like the 1% of the 1%, then alchemists are the 1% of the 1% of the 1%.
Yeah, you gotta remember, just
Alchemists are rare. that's
character
right.
knowledge, human knowledge doesn't affect your characters. The same way you had to explain your transformation to them, not just because we know what it is, doesn't mean everyone else does.
Just look at real life. How many scientists do you know? Unless you went to school, probably not a lot.
Actually, I do know quite a few.
I said...
We get a lot of them as regulars at Waffle House.
That sounds about right.
Wait, what do you get as regulars? Scientists?
Damn it! Now Russians are gonna go working at Waffle
Waffle House.
Houses.
Hey, are we out? We're outside of the building. Are we still within earshot of this lady?
30 feet? No.
Here, then hold on. I like carefully, like kind of like. Can she still see us though?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of like walk back, and this is absolutely not in a aggressive way, so I don't know how you're gonna react to that. At least, I walk up right inside where she can hear me. Hey, quick question: if you're gonna just let us go like that, where are our families?
I don't know. I told you.
Wait, hold on. So your whole offer, this whole thing, is based on letting us just leave. Wait, hold on. I don't actually get this one actually. So your offer was to go get us back home. You're not gonna like let us like into your mirror or something, like travel us somewhere else, or is that not what your plan was?
My offer was to give you the choice of life. Not to get you to any certain destination. Not to get you to some weird plane of existence that you want to go to. Not to give you the names of your families, where to find them, pinpoint on a map. My offer to you was to have a chance to go find that family by being alive.
Well, I can't say that you weren't nice about it, so, well, I guess that's a thank you from us. Alright, I guess we're going on, guys.
Okay, out of character. Are we attacking this chick or not?
Yes, out of character.
Okay. Like, I really want to attack her, I'm sorry.
I really want to attack her too, but right now I'm just like, you have juice.
We're waiting on your signal, dude.
We have juice, and you won't give me any. And I just ring on Anya.
Well, I'm gonna say that I did walk up to here.
I was just getting ready for some research later.
All right, give me some of that research.
The way I get ready for research would make you puke, honey.
Oh god.
You know what?
And I am going to pull out my spear, and I'm gonna look at them, and I look at Blue, and I go, I think we made our choice. And the answer is yes. Our right choice, not yours.
Yes, as I drink my potion. Extract.
Oh god.
I drink my extract with sleight of hand.
Well, yeah. As soon as you reach for your spear, all the other four scums reach out for their tritons, and she is again just standing there, as she goes like, "So close you were, Assad. See, many people will suffer because of your choice today. I hope you can live with that. I mean, in reality, you're not. But
Anya giggles at this.
I want you to know this now, Assad. Okay? This goes for all three of y'all, actually. I want you to understand this. Everyone has a choice they can make. So you don't have to follow him if you don't want to. But by the actions you have taken, I can see that you are willing to follow him. And the thing is, choices have consequences. You think your lives are the only ones that are gonna end today. They're not. I will find and track down every member of your family and make sure they suffer a more horrific death. Of course, for one of you, that's already been done. Nestle, you want to hear a secret? Yes, a secret.
Okay, you know what? During this speech she's giving, I've got time to. I'm going to go ahead and drink my shield.
Okay, when these sort of actions are going, just hold them off. But okay, towards the end of this conversation, you can drink your shield potion. Because I don't want you to be like, oh, I'm going to chug all this stuff down. Because in reality, you would not be able to do that. If she saw you do all of this, she would just end her conversation and start attacking you.
Ah.
So yeah, that's why I'm saying, just because you have that free time doesn't mean you actually do. If she sees you do all these actions, she's not stupid. She's gonna stop talking and goes like, you know what, this is a waste. I'll just kill you now. But she's gonna say, Nestle, do you wish to hear a secret?
And I take a 5-step forward. A 5-foot step forward.
I have a secret for you. Someone from...
I love you, Nestle. I have always have.
Yes, I'm your mother. Come to me, my boy.
Mama.
She tells you, Nestle, your friend here, your good friend, Assad, he's done horrible things that he himself doesn't remember, and you yourself never knew. I was charged to go ahead and get rid of a body. I think his name was Hershey. Once I arrived at the scene, I saw something gruesome. A man who... beaten is not even the right word to use. He was eviscerated. And I was told it was done by a good, loyal boy named Assad. He had a little bit of help with another guy. I think his name was Karagor. And then, both of them together, they ripped him apart. I kind of felt sick a little bit, to tell you the truth. And I can stand a lot. But, you should have been there. He didn't even have a weapon on him, Nestle. Not one weapon. And you think this man is your friend? You're willing to die for him?
At least he has a face.
No, Jesus Christ! You processed that really well.
Well, I am stunned. I guess you are as cold-hearted as your friend here, Nestle. As your friend here, Assad, and I think you're more cold-hearted than that Karagor guy.
Actually, I'm pretty sure Karagor was to blame for that, from what these guys have told me.
You say it with your mouth still gurgling from the shield potion you just drank?
And she takes a step onto the mirror, and she goes like, well, last time I checked, Karagor carried a scythe. Only one of you uses your fist. And he looks to Assad and goes like, do what you wish. I've already told you what the outcome would be. And she turns to look at the scum and is like, and please don't make a big mess. I had a hard time cleaning up the last one. As she starts morphing into the mirror.
Do we not get to probably maybe attack her from that?
If you were 5 feet closer, yes.
I have the spear.
Assad has his spear.
Oh, okay. If you wish, you can then.
Alright, so, I want to try to do something a little special here. Hopefully this can work. So I want to take a, really quick... Let's see. I want to use a swift action to... Wait, okay, so hold on. What kind of action is an attack of opportunity? This is a standard action, right?
No, it's it's part of, I think it's like a immediate action that you get.
Ah, okay, I gotcha. So I can't do a swift action response, then do another type of action?
If you're trying to attack, you can choose to do one or the other.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try to use the spear, and I'm going to attempt to attack the mirror, and I'm going to attempt to sunder it.
Sunder the mirror.
Sunder the mirror. So I have to attack, first, so hopefully the attack doesn't fuck up. But I'm attacking the mirror, not her.
Well, before you attack, I want to ask something.
So talking's a free action, so you can go ahead, I guess.
So, by the way, there was a lady that was here before. Where is she?
I'm sorry, there's been a lot of people here. You mind being a little bit more specific?
Okay, what did...
Think her name was Accuser Omir?
Oh, yeah, yes, that one. Don't bother,
Don't bother?
No. why answer a question where the answer doesn't really matter, in a sense? You will be dead. So, just waste of time. It's okay. Doesn't matter. And as she starts morphing into the mirror.
Fuck! Oh shit, that's a nat 1. Fuck!
Did you just break your masterwork spear?
It's a masterwork spear, I doubt it. But it's still a nat 1.
Roll to confirm.
That second one, 16?
Okay. So you don't critically failed. But
You just failed.
yeah, you can sense she kind of knew what you were going for. So as soon as you launch your spear, she takes both her short swords and kind of cuts you off with them. And is holding your spear as she's going into the mirror. And she goes like, Assad, I just finished telling you choices have consequences. And she let go of your spear as she finished morphing into the mirror. And the last thing she tells you, maybe I'll pay Kel a visit. And she morphs into the mirror. And guys, you roll for initiative. But we'll continue next time.
Hey, look, 12, you can probably roll better than that next time, so.
Yeah.
No, next time
Or
you
I'll end up
ruined
rolling
it! Oh, God. You gotta...
Dude, you just wasted your initiative roll.
You know what? I'll waste mine, too, while we're at it.
No, if you waste yours, that means we're set.
15.